And we're live now. And
Welcome back to the show. And we
welcome back.
just recorded an interview, a special
Special interview
a psychedelic interview. That's what with Rich White,
with Rich White.
the
Yeah,
one and only.
the one and only
Yeah,
Rich White.
Yes, we
Who
did.
is Rich White? As people say.
he's apparently the grandkid of Hitler.
He's Hitler's grandson, right?
Yeah. So I mean, he said like I don't know. He said his grandfather or great grandfather
Was part of the SS.
Yeah, he was like some kind of Nazi or something like that.
This is Rich White right now on the
There it
screen.
is,
This
Rich.
is
He's-
268,000
There it is.
followers. Like, who is this guy? I found him on Instagram, a while ago, and I found like Black Star Records is a new label.
Oh yeah, he's the whitest. How is he on the black label? I don't know.
Black Star is the name, but
So he's a white star.
he's like the White Star. He wanted to actually put out a record label called White Star.
Yeah, he should put.
Look, this is Black Star.
Yeah,
He
it
was
would make
in
more sense.
Deadpool. Black Star
But
Records.
but you know what? He's pretty. I like the kid. He's pretty confident. He's
Super
damn near
confident,
cocky.
Cocky. Yeah.
About it.
Pretty confident, dude.
But yeah, you gotta have balls to tattoo your face.
Yeah, man. He
I
just-
wouldn't do that.
He's going all
And
in.
I'm full
We're-
of tattoos
Yeah.
in my body.
Show tattoos. We're a different generation, though. You
Yeah.
see, you know.
Yeah, down
This
my
guy
face.
told me. This guy told me that he met with this Argentinian artist. Let me
Right.
find this one. And the guy, the Argentina, was like all over him, and he was saying like, "Wow, like you treat everyone like shit." Like he was
Yeah.
saying that, like he
I
said,
can see that.
you know.
When he gets like high and drunk, I can see that.
You see, man, I don't even find this Argentinian guy. Okay.
He like tells everybody, "Fuck you." I can see that.
Right. This is the guy. 954, and he says, is his friends with Rich White?
He's friends.
I mean-
what's the guy's name?
Saramai.
Oh, wow, okay.
This guy, Saramai. So,
I don't know what that means.
that doesn't mean anything, it's just a name.
Oh.
But the thing is that this label, Black Star Records, they were putting on shows here and bringing in artists from other countries.
Right.
And this was one of the artists they brought. So,
Mhm.
like, the owner of the label, the one who actually recorded,
Right.
was the one who first recorded Rich White, and he was the one who made tattoos
Right.
for Angie Kibaja. What's Coyote Tattoo, you know?
Okay.
Coyote's Tattoo.
Yeah.
So this guy was also making shows and bringing artists. So he met
Right.
with Rich White because he was his manager. But this
Right.
guy, Argentinians, like Peruvians got this vibe, like they be like, I don't know, like they kind of make fun of you when they look at you, you know?
They call you. Yeah.
So the Argentinians always like feel like they, I don't know.
It's like it's like maybe Peruvian artists don't come across humble. You know?
Yeah.
So-
Well, in this genre, no one's trying to be humble.
Yeah, but
really,
we're talking
right?
the Peruvian trap.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird because trap music started in Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying.
Not in Peru.
Yeah, well,
So,
there's
but he said, we're like the original, we're the best, and the trap music. When trap music came from Atlanta, Georgia,
yeah, but he's trying to say like Peruvian trap's a different thing, and like, there's Puerto Ricans that do trap and all, you know.
what does trap mean? That's an English word.
We've talked about this.
So I can make
Trap's a trap.
Yeah, trap is trap. But
Trap is a
trap
trap.
is like a hood kind of a thing. It's like hood music. It's
Yeah.
like saying that.
Well, hip hop is hood music too, right?
Well,
Not now.
it's like the 5 elements of hip hop. It's like breakdancing, graffiti. It's like a bunch.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
5 things.
Yeah.
And there's the
DJ
music.
Is DJ MCing?
MCing is like rhyming.
Yeah.
And it started like in like
MCing is like being the master of the ceremony.
it started like in like Queens or something like that. Started
The Bronx.
or the Bronx or I think it started in the
Queens.
Bronx. Yeah, it's like Queens, the Bronx, and things like that.
Yeah.
But trap music didn't start in New York. It started in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So,
But it was heavily influenced by.
no, it's just it's
by
like
rap.
I mean, it's progressive. Like
Yeah.
so really, pretty much the only thing that changed was musically, it was probably drum pattern.
Right. And the sound of the drum.
Yeah, because
Little bit,
hip hop was like boom
Boom
bap
bap.
music.
Yeah, it was a
You
bit
know,
faster. a
and
little
trap
bit
music
faster.
was like snares rolling more and faster, and then
Yeah,
you get the 808 in there. Boom. So it really started in like the South, like Atlanta, and it started like in New Orleans, like with the Hot Boys and things like that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
groups.
Do you remember when you first got into trap? Were you into trap?
I was in no originally because when I started producing music, I started at the age of 20 years old. By the way, I'm 40 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm an old man. So it was, and I wasn't like in. I'm not from New York or the East Coast. I'm from
You
the
wanna
West.
put the
So
mic-
I'm not. I'm not from New York or the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast. I'm from the Bay Area, San Francisco, California, Oakland, San Francisco. So it's we do. I think we our style is different, right? So
Okay. What do you mean, West Coast style?
yeah, the West Coast music, like
Yeah.
if you listen to LA music, if you listen to Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
you know, it's like originally, it's funkadelic music. They're samples,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like "Celebrate Tonight."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you put that. So originally, what he did is he just cut that record and like just
Yeah, yeah,
put
yeah, I know.
MPC drums on it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know,
Uh-huh,
and then
yeah.
he just like did certain cuts on it.
Yeah.
So, but if you go to New York, it's like they still the samples like that, but they didn't choose those sounds. They chose sounds like
Like jazz.
like Lauryn Hill. Like if you
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
remember
know
Lauryn
Lauryn
Hill, and if you or Erica Badu or something like that.
Yeah, more like
So
jazz.
they
or
did
soul.
more like soul samples.
Yeah.
So it was different samples. And then the drums obviously would be a little different for both sounds. So they were like they like the East Coast, I think. But to me as a producer, I don't hear much East Coast music, but I've heard because that was the more popular music. It's like they didn't play. They started playing West Coast music when like NWA came out.
What
Fuck the police. Then
Yeah, no wonder we were
it's like yeah, with Ice Cube, Dr.
But when you're
Dre.
saying they started playing.
But originally,
who
if
do
we
you
were
mean?
talking about what the East Coast calls the Godfathers, you know, it's like LL Cool J and shit, people like that,
Yeah.
who
Cool
obviously
J.
is an actor now.
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
But originally it was like those kind of guys.
He's from New York.
Yeah, those were hits. Those were the original hits. You know, it's like, and eventually when it got to the '90s, that's when it kind of. That's when Snoop, Dr. Dre,
That's when
Tupac,
yeah.
Death Row.
That's gangster rap.
Yeah, that's when it started selling more than East Coast. Like
Yeah,
who
yeah,
sold more, Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Exactly. He had more records, though, and he died younger,
No,
like
I think,
or a year older.
what year later? It was. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was like literally. I think the death between Biggie, that day Tupac died in Las Vegas when they shot. It was like literally. It was 6 months later that they
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
Biggie
yeah,
and killed him.
yeah.
It was less than a year.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But
There's a lot of shady stuff on there too. Like,
yeah, that's what.
like really, yeah. Well, now people's been like saying that Diddy had a lot
well,
to do with
they've
it.
been saying that. I mean,
But there's been a lot
but
of
Diddy,
things going about
but
Diddy
Diddy's
now.
not even in. I think he's like in Jamaica somewhere right now.
Yeah, he was
He
in some
fled the
island.
country
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah.
got other charges. Forget that Tupac charge.
I know.
It's like
Yeah.
he like beat up Casey and a bunch
Yeah.
of women.
Nah, he.
And there's
yeah.
like videotape that came out. He was dragging her by
I
the
know,
hair
I
on the
know.
floor.
Yeah, I know, in a hotel, and then
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, that was fucked up."
So
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I think yeah. So yeah, he's
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That kind of person,
yeah.
you know, like now
No,
we know
I
a
think
lot more
I
things.
think
You
think
know?
when it comes to the murder, it's like so they're two kinds of
Hey,
like
hey.
gangs. They're Bloods and Crips.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
So Shook Knight
But they're both from California.
No.
Oh, it's
They
a
have it
world
in New
thing.
York too.
They have in New York too. Okay.
Yeah. So,
This got something to do with the MS-13 or no?
no, they're not.
It's a
They're
different
black
thing.
gangs. They're in a mix.
Black gangs, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Bloods and Crips, yeah.
like, Bloods and Crips.
So Snoop was a Crib and
Yeah,
Suge was
it's
a
like
Blood.
MS-13 is Mexicans.
MS-13 says actually Guatemala,
Mexican.
Salvadorian.
Well, they have Mexican.
Salvadorians. They have Mexicans too.
They
yeah.
have
It's
Mexican.
Latino,
They have
right?
Latino gang, but it's
Latino.
like, and then they have Mexican gangs or norteños
Right.
and sureños, which
That's
is
a
14 and
different thing.
13s. 14s
14
with
and
they,
13s?
so yeah.
What's
So
that
when
mean?
it comes to like gang colors,
Yeah.
mostly unless
Red and
it's
blue,
a cheap copy. Yeah, it's so the reds are the bloods, the crips are the blues.
Blues, yeah.
So you never seen Snoop Dogg wearing red.
Never, right?
Always blue.
Right.
And he like dances and does a
Yeah.
little crip walk.
Crip
he spells
walk,
out
yeah,
crip.
yeah, yeah.
So
But Suge and Tupac were Bloods.
no, so
Suge was
no,
a blood.
No, yeah, because
Suge was a
Tupac
Blood. Tupac was not against
was
it.
born in New York,
Tupac's from Baltimore, I think.
or what?
Something.
But he was from the East
But
Coast,
he's from the East Coast, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And then
uh-huh.
he went to L.A.
Yeah, because
Right?
Suge
But where did he go?
took him out of prison.
Where did he? Before he was in L.A.,
Ah.
he was in Oakland.
Oakland, okay.
He was in the Bay Area. I'm from the Bay Area.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was with Digital Underground. He was a backup dancer.
Really? Digital Underground?
Oh, look, Digital Underground
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Tupac.
yeah. Okay.
Look it up. Look it up. In YouTube.
Yeah. Digital Underground was a rap act, right?
Yeah, it was an Oakland act rap. Humpty Dump, do the Humpty Dump. Oh, do it, baby. Do the Humpty Dump. Yeah, look it up.
So
look
he
it
was
up.
trying to make it. He was trying to make
He
it in
was,
the
he
business.
was trying, yeah. Before anybody
Digital
knew him,
Underground.
he was living in Marin City, and he was going to like an acting school or something like that. It was he that's where he met Jada Pinkett,
Right.
the wife of Will Smith.
Yeah.
So it was,
He fucked Will Smith's wife, right?
I don't know if he did. Probably did his kids and shit. So look, Tupac Digital Underground days,
Showtime and Apollo, like this?
and then
The
that's
Humpty Dance?
yeah, do the Humpty Dance. So he was with that group from Oakland.
He was a backup dancer.
He was a backup dancer.
From
And then eventually he like became like entertaining, and then they were like, "Oh, give him a verse." And then that's when he eventually rapped. But he went on tour with them being a backup dancer. So eventually he got his verse, right? But he was going to school. He was like trying to be some kind of poet. I don't know, some weird story. But he like eventually, what happened is like he got into it and he shot 2 police officers off duty.
Oh, no. He
Yeah.
shot 2 police officers.
Off duty, he shot 2 police officers in Oakland.
Uh-huh.
And he was doing time. I mean, he went to jail. There he is, doing the dance. There he is.
Acting. Oh, yeah.
That's him.
That's Tupac. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great.
So,
Oh, this is very nice.
yeah, it's a long story.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
But yeah, so originally he was in Oakland.
He was
And then eventually Death Row signed him, you know?
Yeah, no. He was first an artist with Interscope Records or something, and then he went to jail, and he didn't have money.
No, he
for
didn't
bail.
have money for bail in
Exactly,
jail,
and
and
Suge paid for
Suge
bail.
bailed him out.
Yeah.
But as long as he signed you, I'll bail you out,
And you signed.
and
to
you
Death
signed
Row.
the contract with Death Row.
That's the moment where he signed.
At that,
himself
but
to
he
Death
already
Row.
had at that point. He already had a roster. He had Dr. Dre, Snoop, and the label. He had a bunch of people.
But Tupac had also some records out.
Yeah, and that's when he started hanging out with the Compton Bloods.
Right.
That's when he started hanging out with them. So his music got bolder, supposedly.
Yeah, totally.
And then supposedly the story was that he went to record. He had a show in New York. He went to record, and it was like a 3-story building, and the story
He
went
got shot.
and the story
the
was
first
that he
shooting.
saw Puff Daddy,
And
Biggie
Biggie.
Smalls, and Junior Mafia, which
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. In
Biggie
the
Smalls'
balcony or
group.
something, right?
You're right. It was called Junior Mafia.
Was his gang?
And then they were like, yeah, Tupac, come up, come up. So he had to go in there. There's an elevator. So he has to go up the elevator. But then what happens is he goes in, and coming out of the elevator are like a bunch of guys with masks, right?
Bunch of guy with masks.
Yeah, and they shoot him.
Yeah,
And they
I
shoot
heard
him
that
the
story.
first time. They shoot him in the head. They shoot him in the thigh, and then that's why he was like, that's why he may hit him up.
Yeah.
That's why he's like, oh, they're like, he even talks about it. He's like, oh, you could say that, like they shot me in the balls or something. They didn't shoot him in the balls. They shot him in the thigh, pretty close, but they didn't shoot him in the ball. That's why you may hit him up. But the outlaw, he made it with the outlaws. The outlaws are from New York,
What?
so they put hit him up.
Yeah, no. But Outlaws are from New York?
The outlaws are from New York.
Yeah, no.
They're from New York. So it was
Yeah.
so once that song came out, I mean, there started being a rivalry because he was blaming Biggie and Puff Daddy for setting him up.
He was
I mean, if you're upstairs and you tell me, Mickey, we're in the third floor right now, but you look at me from the window and you're like, Mickey, come upstairs. And I'm opening the door and somebody comes out of your house and shoots me, I'm going to say you set me up.
Yeah.
Common sense. I'm going to say that. So, and then they denied. They're like, we had nothing to do with it. Originally, I don't think Biggie as an artist, I don't think he had anything to do
But
with
Puffy
it.
did.
I think Puffy had something.
Puffy did.
I think he hired people and he paid them
Yeah, of course.
to shoot him.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
for
And then
what
he said-
for what the reason is, I don't know. I never
He
shot
wanted to
nobody
get-
in my life.
He wanted to get rid of him, man. He wanted to get rid of him.
Maybe
It was,
to
it
get
was,
rid of the competition. I
was
don't-
most likely that Puff also killed him, and Biggie too.
I think he obviously.
And Biggie,
I
too.
don't think he.
Puff some satanic shit called, and
I
they
don't
just
think he
killed
pulled
people.
the trigger. I think
Nah,
he
of
hired
course.
a bunch of Crips
Of course,
to shoot him.
Of course, he got him killed.
So I think New York, you know, I don't know if you've seen that documentary. Right now,
Documentary.
Chief, there's the documentary. So you know who they blamed for his death right now? You know who's in jail? Chief Keef,
Yeah,
a Crip.
yeah.
So he went on Vlad DJ TV. It's
Yeah,
a
I've
podcast
seen
like
that
this.
shit, uh-huh.
And he said, I was in the car driving. And he said, Orlando
Orlando
Anderson, which
yeah,
is they
a
got
crip.
they got in a fight
That they
at the
beat up at
casino
the
because there
fight,
was
yeah.
a Mike Tyson fight
Yeah, I know,
going
I know,
on.
I know.
So after the fight, he went to the casino.
Yeah, and they saw Orlando Anderson
And so
and picked up a fight
you,
with him.
yeah, you seen the fight. So
And
he's
then
like,
a couple of people came and beat him up.
so yeah, like
Everyone
Suge
took-
Knight, everybody came to beat. Everybody from Death Row came and stomped the guy out in the casino.
Yeah, and that's why they came back and shoot
So
him.
originally
setup.
That was originally a setup. Chief, he keeps that. So he said, Puff Daddy called me, and he said, I'm gonna pay you $1 million
Yeah.
if you kill supposedly
If you
if
kill
you kill Tupac and Suge Knight.
Right.
That's why I don't think a lot of people say, oh, it must have been Suge Knight.
No.
How's that good? He's not gonna win by killing his best artist.
No.
So I
no,
don't think
no.
I don't think it
The
was.
thing is that Puffy made everybody believe that Suge was the crook,
Yeah,
but actually Suge was the good
it wouldn't
guy.
make business sense.
Yeah.
for Suge Knight.
But why would it make sense for Puffy though?
First of all,
It's a rival, yeah.
It
But
eliminates the competition
I
because
guess, but people are buying both albums. I mean,
yeah, but
And-
you're talking about.
but then people say he also killed Biggie. You know,
It's just-
because like
I-
Puffy's a psycho, man.
But
That's the
that's
thing.
true. But
Like,
Biggie
Suge's
Smalls
not a singer.
got killed in Los Angeles. I'm going back to Cali. Remember that song? He made that song and then get the, because he only came out. See, here's the difference. A lot of people talk about what's legendary. Legendary depends on the work. I consider Tupac legendary, like a legend.
Yeah.
So I consider Tupac because there's a body of work. He made 2 movies, Poetic Justice, and then Juice.
Juice, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So
Juice.
So Biggie, and this not
Biggie.
because he's dead or alive or anything.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he could have been a legend,
Yeah.
but he came out with. Oh,
Big
he really came out with one album, and then
Ready to die, right?
yeah, and when the second one was released, he was already dead.
Huh. Right. Tupac got a bunch of albums, right?
Tupac got a bunch of albums, mixtapes, movies. So
Yeah.
it's like
He made an album in 7 days. The Dark
Yeah.
Illuminati.
yeah,
Last one.
yeah. It's like
Machiavelli, the Machiavelli
it's like,
album.
yeah. So it's like and like he's the if you want to look at the sales, legend. Because even after he died, he's the rapper that has sold the most albums. He sold like 200 million or something like that album.
Who?
Tupac.
Tupac, yeah.
Biggie hasn't.
Biggie
has not.
Tupac sold more records than Eminem?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know Eminem because
I don't know.
Eminem has sold a lot of albums. Me personally, I don't listen to Eminem lyrics.
Yeah.
First of all, 'cause I don't like.
I mean, I had a time. I used to listen to that when
Yeah,
I was
we were
like
kids.
10
When we
years
were
old.
kids, we listened to all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But you know, like,
It was
but
just
now
like
that I
a-
really break down his lyrics and I listen to it,
it's kind of stupid.
it's goofy. It's goofy
it's
music.
goofy,
It's
goofy
goofy
shit.
music.
Goofy
So,
as
yeah, it's definitely not for me. But he has sold a lot of albums.
Yeah.
Now, I've never heard nobody play their album.
Play
Buddy.
that album.
Play Eminem's album in the car or
Never.
whatever.
Ah.
But again,
Okay.
who the hell's buying them? Because he sold a lot of
know,
albums. So
I mean,
maybe they didn't
back
do it
in
on
the
purpose.
day.
No, it's like isn't he coming out with a new one?
I don't know.
And Snoop is coming out with a new album with Dr. Dre.
Really?
Yeah, they just announced it. So
I guess it should be good, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I like Snoop.
I like Snoop.
Snoop is
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's not like unbelievably lyrics or anything, but he has like a really smooth voice and a smooth flow.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, it's about who you are, and
He's very charismatic, I would say. You know, Eminem is.
I mean, they just put there to spread communist ideas and shit.
Yeah, at the end, I mean, everything is a manipulation.
Yeah, right. They're all
Yeah.
just. Okay, I gotta take a break.
All right.